In this video, I am going to guide you through the basics of adding the survey item to your course. Surveys can be used as a polling tool to gather data and insights from your learners to improve the framework and quality of your training course. It can also be used during live lectures and events, where you can collect data from each learner collectively in real time. Go on UMU.com. Now click on Courses. Click on your course. On the course page, click on Add Item and click on Survey. First, add a title to your survey. Here's an example. Now you can start adding questions. There are 4 kinds of questions available in the survey item: single answer, multiple answer, open-ended, and scale. Let's start by adding a single answer question. Here's an example. Then you can continue by adding the answer choices below in separate lines. Here are some examples. You can also click on Add Other option for learners to manually enter their own response. In multiple answer questions, learners can select more than one answer. And in open-ended questions, learners can enter their own response manually. In scale questions, learners can choose their level of satisfaction, agreement, or other by selecting numbers on a scale set by the instructor. Enter the question. Here's an example. Now you can set the scale and option labels. Here are some examples. On the settings page, you can set the thank you page wording that will be displayed to your learners when they complete the survey item. Then you can select whether or not to randomize the answer choices. Set a button on the submission page that can take participants to a link of your choice. For example, you could add a link to another learning item or course. You can choose whether to show or hide survey results after submitting them. Configure what information bar graphs should display, learners' accessibility options, whether learners who are not logged in can submit answers, a submission limit, and whether or not learners can edit their own submissions. After that, click on Done, and now you can share the survey with your learners in 2 ways. First, click on Share and send a QR code or a link to your learners to access. Make sure that you select the correct accessibility settings. Or number 2, you can display it on a screen during live lectures and events. Click on Display. There are 2 options to conduct a live survey with your learners. The first one is the grouped way, in which learners need to answer all the questions in the item before submitting, or one by one. In this way, learners can only see and answer the question you are actually showing on screen. Under Advanced Settings, you can turn the dynamic display on to automatically update your learners' responses on screen, and you can allow your learners to change the answers after submitting them. Now click on Save and Display. On the display screen, you can show the QR code and link for your learners to join the survey. Here you can see the number of learners who have already joined. Click View to display the survey questions one by one. Here you can see the learners' responses being submitted in real time. You can go back and forth from question to question by clicking on the Next and Back buttons. Hopefully you found this tutorial helpful. Stay tuned for more videos.